Hello guys, welcome to another session on TestNG, and in this session we will look at TestNG's prioritization feature. Okay, like grouping priority can also be passed as an attribute to the @test annotation. Let's see that with an example. Okay, so if you remember when we ran this place online order test class, the messages weren't getting printed in the order we were actually expecting or written. Alright, so let us run this test quickly and look at the console output again. Right, so if you look at the messages that got printed to the console are not in an order. We are seeing user login step somewhere down below and adding item to the cart in the first of the console output, right? And in real time or real world, a user cannot place or confirm an order unless he or she logs in first. Okay, in order to force the steps that needs to be followed, like from login till capturing the confirmation number, we have a priority option that can be provided to these test methods. Okay, and how do we give that? We will be passing priority as an attribute to the test annotation, and that will be priority, and it accepts a integer, that is a number. Okay, so here I am giving the login test a priority of 1, so that means this one or this test method will execute first when compared to all the following test methods we have. Okay, likewise I want to give priority to the other methods as well. So here in this case I am giving such item method a priority number of 2. Okay, and let us give priority to the following methods as well: 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So we have given a priority number to all our 7 methods. Okay, and now when we run this one, the expectation is these methods are executed in the priority given order. Alright, so let's run this and see. Alright, now the output got printed and we see the steps as expected, that is user logging in first, then searching for an item, adding an item, going to the cart and completing the order and noting down the confirmation number. So this is how we can force the test methods to execute in a particular order. Alright, and we can shuffle or switch the priority numbers as well, right? In this case, let us say we want to add an item first and search for an item later. We can do that as well. So I'm giving priority number 3 to that and 2 to adding item to the cart. And now let us run the test again. And now here we see after user logs in, he is directly adding an item to the cart and then searching for an item. Okay, so this way we can switch the priorities as well. Okay, and this priority attribute accepts a value, could be in negative numbers or positive numbers, and also it accepts 0 as well. Alright, so and along with that there is another thing to note down is we can club grouping or group names with priority as well. So let us say this particular one, login test, we will group it to a group called login, right? So that is valid, and this test annotation can take multiple attributes. Okay, and let's go to testng.xml and we will run this test, and we are forcing this one to have login tests executed only, right? So now let's run this and see, and now we see, so since we are forcing TestNG to run the test which has the group or belongs to a group called login, it has executed only that first method, and remaining all other methods are ignored. Okay, so we can run this prioritization test from TestNG as well. Alright, so let us remove these groups. So we do not want to force to run only the login test, but we want every other test to be executed from this particular class. So now let us run this, and now we see all the test methods getting executed, and those are in the sequential order we are expecting. Alright, now in order to show you the negative numbers, so let us say for this search item, right? So for this search item I will give the order number as -2. Okay, and this time what happens is, when we run this test, this search for an item, since -2 is much comes much earlier than 1, this test is expected to run first, followed by this test, and then after running this login test, it will be running this add item to the cart test. Alright, let us run this and see. Right, if we look at the messages that got printed to the console, we are seeing searching for an item message first, then perform login, adding item, and so on followed. So since negative number has the priority over the positive number, this particular method is getting printed even before the priority one test executed. Right, so it can also accept 0 as priority. Alright, so you can try running your test with priority 0. Alright, so that is it for this session, and see you in the next video.